We got ourselves an EU team, boys. We got ourselves opening up with Team Red. We're gonna have ourselves Cheery, IQ. Wait, Cherokee? I guess Cheery. We got ourselves Langeon. We got ourselves Lightspath. We got ourselves Vibe and Zir. I like that, dude. I like that. We got ourselves Atheman on Team Blue, though. Ooh, changes Mog up a bit. I got hanging out with a Superman Mog. Spikes looking a little bit weird. We got Lathel. We got ourselves Spyro. Oh, that looks such a good mog. That's such a good mog put together. Simple, but really good. And we got ourselves Toro. Whoa, what kind of weapon is that? Oh, yeah, actually, that's... Did everybody do what they told them? Did everybody go get the trident? Did you guys all get the trident? Is this going to be the trident off? Are we going to have classes with tridents fighting each other? Just showcasing the absurd burst and healing that they all provide? That's going to be a Lightspath, get himself a bit of a small shield. Not even sure where he gets that one from, but it's going to be easy. Play normal weapon this time. It looks like he's going to go for wings right now. Gonna have Lathel flying up in the air, rain down parade, but it's going to be Lightspath with the shield of vengeance. Cooking up the shield like a grenade, and Lathel does... No, actually was far enough from the grenade. I don't think he took damage from it. He was just low in health to begin with. They're still taking a lot of damage out of Lightspath. Lots of damage coming out. Safety trick and proc it out right now. Trying to see if he can cleave some big damage in there. I-beam to follow. Stun coming out to Lightspath. Shield does get proc. The shield does proc right now. Massive healing is going to be coming out for Lightspath. Unkillable right now. Hodge coming out. Trying to see if he can force a trick it out of Lathel. Not going to happen. He's going to get himself all healed up and ready to go. Slow coming in for Lathel. Going to walk out of there immediately. Trying to see if he can get some big damage in. Trying to butcher this Paladin right now, man. Look at them butcher blades. Trying to see if he can get a bunch of chaos strikes in there. Blade dance after. Looking all that, not that great right now on health. It looks like he might be going down any moment. Lightspath hasn't taken... Actually starting to take a bit of damage. Oh my god. The shield is getting burned through so fast. And Lathel does snipe him out of there. Oh my goodness. Atheman is up next. Trying to see if he can make a play right now. Hodge coming out. Adaptation getting him out of it. And Lightspath has multiple different shields right now. Literally unkillable. Literally unkillable. Atheman, Blake taking so much damage. He hasn't popped wings yet. Popping wings right now. Trying to see if he can finally punch a hole through Lightspath. He's just gonna bubble those wings. Just trying to play BM strats. Atheman actually might have to bubble this damage. Lightspath hasn't gotten the craziest damage on him yet. He's just going through his normal rotation. Hasn't really had to use wings so far. He's lagging a little bit though. Shield finally almost down. Not gonna happen actually. Hodge coming on to Atheman as he has wings up and running. Still has the minute-long wings that do go down. That's gonna be Lightspath at full health. Atheman taking a bit of damage. That's gonna be Snakes, my man. Does have a bubble for himself right now, keeping himself floating. That's gonna be Lightspath hanging out with all his absorbs. Shield of Vengeance is about to pop any moment right now. Now gonna pop next to Athel though. Not taking any damage. Look at his health. Hasn't moved anywhere. Look at that smug face of a blood elf that he's got going on with that massive shield. Atheman is just trying to bail away. Just keeps the slow up and running. Trying to catch a few flash of lights. Waiting for his adaptations to come in. Gonna get a Hodge onto Lightspath. Trying to burn through his health. Actually finally doing a bit of work. Actually just trucking into a bit of his health. That's gonna be was that eye for an eye? No, it'd been no, it wasn't eye for an eye. It's gonna be Hodge into Atheman. Is he gonna go down? Might have to bob this damage. Taking so much damage right now from Lightspath, even though he has a weapon without any stats on it. And down he goes, cleaves him right through. Doesn't take any damage. Who's up next? This might have been the worst setup for these boys. God is gonna get in there, gonna try to see if he can just heal, furiously heal through him as best as he can. Gonna continue moving around, not gonna get slowed down. So Lightspath is just gonna have to engage the guy. Hodge coming out, he's gonna trick it out of it, trying to see if he can punch damage into Lightspath. Gonna get that charge heal. Is he gonna go for the stun? Maladin gonna Lightspath, not let him heal, burn through that bubble right now. Finally able to cleave damage into Lightspath. Gonna get a small absorb for him. And Lightspath is out in the open, kind of naked. iGod is going to get in more damage coming out. Lightspath is going to snag himself a flash heal. iGod might have to be looking out for getting himself a little bit extra healing. Shield coming up back up for Lightspath right now. It's only going to absorb 25% of what the damage of the iGod puts out, which is actually a lot when you think about it. Plus, it has a pretty... Not a high proc chance, it has a low chance of proc, but it can basically proc over and over and over. Like, let's say it's a 4% chance, but if iGod throws out 20 different abilities, that's 4% chance per ability. with Rampage, with how it has so many little hits, it actually might be the worst matchup versus Lightspath, as he has a full shield up and running, not taking too much damage. I think he's kind of out of shield as well. It's going to be shield advantage. Just try to keep the Paladin, try to keep the warrior slow, trick it out of that, fear. Tried to blade dance out of it, or blade rush. Blade Storm out of it. I just completely forgot my abilities for a second. Does get a charge in it. Doesn't get the heal though off that charge. It looks like is gonna go down. Spyro is trying to get out of there. Needs to go for the big damage. Gonna land a Polymer over to Lightspath. This is where the Fire Mage can make a play right now. Make it or break it. Is gonna blink back. G-Pie off that Ring of Frost to follow. Is gonna freeze Lightspath. That G-Pie is gonna smack him, but he's going to be able to bail behind the pillar. I think he just burned through that shield. I don't think he even did damage to his face. Trying to see if he can land a Flame Strike around the corner, and does land one. That's just going to get himself all the bobs, all the damage up and running. And Spyro, again, just going to have to go for another setup. Polymer, trying to see if he can snag the Poly. But I think Lightspath is just going to sneak around the corner. He's going to throw Spyro. Just going to throw a bunch of... He's going to throw a bunch of judgments at him whenever he can. But that's going to be a sheep coming down. Fire just stealing all his buffs. Took his shield as well. That's going to be a pretty meaty shield. Maybe it'll help him out a ton. Gonna go for a big combustion. Try to see if he can chase after him. That's gonna be Pyro connecting. Wings coming out for Lightspath. Trink coming out for Spyro. Gonna get a temporal up and running. Gonna be Maldic control Lightspath as he's trying to heal. Save to Trick, get a proc right now. Breath coming in. Could steal that shield as well. That's more Scorches coming out. Try to see if he can end him. Pyroblast coming out. Scorches to follow. Getting interrupted on fire. Freezing Lightspath out in the open. Ring of Frost. Trying to see if he can make it. Not gonna happen. Trying again. Gonna go for more Scorches. Lightspath is gonna pop Wings right now. Try to heal while Wings are up and running. Spyro needs to maybe get himself a full reset. He's going to get a shield up and running against Lightspath. Shield is getting broken fairly quickly through. And this is where Spyro is actually going to bail out. 8% dampening. Lightspath, as soon as he sees Spyro trying to get in kind of recovery, is going to start getting at him. It's going to be Polymorph right now. I think versus Spyro with G-Pies, because it's one separate abilities at a time, might actually be the best setup for Spyro. Ring of Frost to follow off the G-Pie. Not going to happen. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance as he gets hit by a big old pie. Shield back up and running. Stun coming down to Spyro. No way out of this. Does Lightspath have the big damage? Doesn't have minute-long wings. Do come out. Gonna slam some big damage to Spyro. Baker is to follow. Hand of Freedom getting stolen by Spyro. Is gonna steal all those shields back to back as much as he can. Lightspath has massive shield on him. Drinking it out of her breath into Poly, but it's gonna bubble that Poly. That's gonna be Spyro trying to blink out of it. Temporal coming down. Lightspath trying to see if he can steal it. No, not gonna be able to dispel it. That's still Spyro very, very low in health. That's gonna be Temporal. Get him, oh, not Temporal, Cauterize. Giving him a massive amount of movement, massive amount of healing back, and he's back up to half health. Is he going to be able to do anything against Lightspath here? Just going to get in there. Misses breath though. Does land the root. Does Lightspath have Hand of Freedom? He does have Hand of Freedom. Spyro could steal it. No. Ice Block coming out and sees Lightspath popping a trinket. That shield is back up and running. Spyro could steal it. That actually could be a good strat. Seal the Paladin's shields as much as possible whenever you can. Does he have the mana for it though? Does get a shield up his own. Is gonna steal the other shield or throw someone else. Is gonna steal that shield. Gonna rock. Look at that absorb, dude. Look at that shield he's got going on right now. G-Pie into a Ring of Frost. Runs out. No! Actually runs right into it. Someone breaks that shield though. And it's gonna be a Dragon's Breath. Did use a Warlock Hellstone. Maledict to follow onto Lightspath. Has the shield back up and running. Spyro's shield burnt out fairly quickly. That's going to be stun. Spyro is going to trick it out of a big combust coming down right now. It's going to be big temporal rolling as well. Is he going to be able to survive it? No! Lightspath took him out. That's the best he could do. And that was a really good setup, man. That was a hard duel. Lightspath is running around and is abusing the weapon. I wonder if Toka is also using the weapon or if he's just using that as a Mog. Either way, should be using it, should be abusing it while he's got it. That's the only way to get something like that nerfed, honestly. That's going to be Lightspath again. The shield back up and running, doing damage to Toku. Big wings up and running. Does Toku's weapon ever proc? Or does he not actually use it? Maybe just a transmog. Oh my god, I think he's actually not trying to shoot at these duels. Turtle Shell coming out while Paladin's frozen. Not sure if that is exactly the play he wanted to go for. But that is what he ended up going for. Maledict onto the Paladin. Does get a Shield of Vengeance up and running. Toku just trying to get some of those Mongoose bites in there back to back as the dot is up and running. Trying to see if he can get a couple backflips in there. Shield of Vengeance popping on him. And Toku doesn't have a lot of health. Look at the healing. Look at that healing. Somebody give me details of that. Somebody give me details of that. Somebody give me details of that. Yeah, Banana. So there's a weapon that's been out. Lightspath has it. And it's just so much shielding for him. Let me read this effect to you. just so you know where the game is at. You know that opulence trinket? So this is much worse. It's a pole arm that gives you stamina, so just about any class that can use a two-hander can use this. So Fury Warriors can double up on that if they want to. Taking damage is a low chance, but can re-proc of itself, because it can, like, 4% chance, but can proc over and over and over. Been out of the game for a long time. Yeah, it's like Trinket Fiesta right now for PvP. We do another 5? Let's do another one, fam. Takati if you want to make a group. Data if you want to make a group. Banana if you want to get a group up and running. Just replace a few people. More than welcome to, man. So you can get another chance at